Hello guys and welcome to Aurora 4X as we continue to look for the goddamn name for this ship. I might just go with Galactic Empire. We'll call it the Ardent. Right, the Ardent, okay. The Proxima. I'm gonna have you come back to Earth then. Well, actually no, what I'll do then is I'll have you sent over to Alpha Centauri. Then at least we can have you go to Alpha Centauri B and start scanning around there, see what we can find. Okay. That was strange. Oh. Right, oh, okay. There we go, that should be fine. The Berlin apparently has something to scan, so at least that's something. Okay, back to Sol. Lots of things going on over here. How are we going with Solsec then? Right, we're looking... okay. The aggressors, the Doxer classes... well, the Doxer class, they should be rather experienced by the time we actually come into combat. Thermal signature, so that's quite impressive then. So these ships over here with their small engine power are still more visible than these larger cruisers with just... oh god, their engines are like the... I don't know, 50-60% the size of that goddamn Doxer class. Right. Ah, right, I need to issue orders to the Jura. I keep forgetting. Right, Jura. I think we'll start with some refineries, and then we'll bring, like, a couple of refineries, like 10, 20, something like that, and then at least we can get that going. So I'm going to load some fuel refineries on Earth. I'm going to proceed to the jump point. So, Liverpool. Alpha Centauri. A3. Unload fuel refinery. And back. Back. There we go. Can keep that going nicely. Yeah. They should be competent of that. How long until we have another Brunei? Right, so we're looking at 6th of April 2082. I really need more of these. Just so goddamn many more. Okay. Where's the Togo? Is the Togo in the Lubrical system? There we go, Lubrical. Not yet, so you're probably still installed then. Yeah, Togo's over there. So it's going to take quite a long time. I believe these are civilian contacts. If we go into contacts and we... yeah, there they are. I wonder what they're carrying actually. What are you carrying? Right, you've been taking infrastructure to Lubrical Prime. That's good to know then. How much infrastructure do we? Oops. How much infrastructure do we actually have on Lubrical Prime right now? Summary. Oh wow, we have a lot over here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do then is we're going to allow Earth to be the source of colonists now, once more. If I can remember how to actually do it. Oh dear. Here we go. Source of colonists. There we go. So now we should have some more colonist missions coming back from the Earth. That's good then. At least we can start populating Lubrical Prime. Yeah. We need a strong fleet of military ships to make sure we're protected. But we also need a strong merchant fleet. We need to have these merchant marine. Which is going to be our Bruneis, our Basilisks. Maybe some mining ships in the future, but I think if we're ever going to do a mining ship, I'll probably do it as like an orbital platform. Which is not a bad idea, actually. No, that's really not a bad idea. What I could potentially do then is basically create an orbital, lots of asteroid miners. A hell of a lot of them, I don't know, like 50, 60, something like that, maybe more. and then we can have them carrying mass drivers on board. They can lower the mass driver onto a planet, And then all the materials will stay on the planet, and then we can start to build it up. Go to another world, have it mass drive minerals back to the, well, quote-unquote home world in that system. Right, contacts, hide civilian names again. Civilian mining colony has been established on fire. That's cool. Yeah, the aggressor's breaking down once more. The light cruisers of the Yonder class are doing fairly well, actually, in the exercises. We haven't had a single breakdown from one of them yet. I'm not a fool, so I'm going to assume there will be a breakdown at some point, but so far so good. And that's what I like to see. Okie-dokie. That was progress. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. A few years and it'll probably be ready. Right, let's see. Empty, empty, empty. They should kick into high gear now. Surely. Right, so you're basically all fuel. That's a big ship there. Let's go to Lubrical Prime. Civilian. Right, destination colonists. That's good to know. Yeah, we never got anything actually here, did we? We should really take some things there. I've kind of neglected Lubrical Prime for some time now. It's hard not to, due to the fact of like having a much better alternative. To being so close. Well, considering how long it's taken us to remove oxygen from Alpha Centauri A3. Now I do have to wonder if it's actually related to the size of the planet, if you know what I mean. Could it have something to do with the diameter, or is it just a set rate no matter what? I imagine it's probably a set rate that's determined just purely by your terraforming, the amount of terraformers you have, and as well. Oh. I think I issued the orders wrong here. No, that's strange. So, oh. Oh, that's rather interesting then. So instead of actually... Oh, that's quite smart. So what they do then is they head over from the jump gate. They go to LP2, the intersystem jump point, and then they jump here. That's quite smart. So I suppose that really does save quite a lot of fuel. I was rather confused on as to why they were doing that, but that's rather smart. Oh, the Isaac Newton didn't have long deployment. Right then, how have you got on in this system there, my lad? You severed quite a few of these bodies. A lot of the outer asteroids. Anything interesting in this system so far? Right, Ross 128. I mean, that's another nice world. Lots of titanium. Decent amount of a lot of carbamide. Yeah, Sorium. Not the best system, really. I mean, that's the best thing about it so far. There's no, like, massive stockpiles of anything else, but I mean, titanium's quite rare. Okay, so we'll have the Isaac Newton come back to Earth. And just go for crew lead, basically. Okay, refuel and resupply, then just stay around. And that's all you have to do for that time. How we get on with that thermonuclear warhead? That's almost done, so we're looking at March for that one. So these ships will be built soon. The Brunei Mark III is coming along quite nicely. Right, so we're producing 4.58, well, 4,521,000 litres of ton of fuel a year. Yes, we have about 107,937 tons of sorium on Earth. So at least we have a good amount of stockpile to go through. Alright, back to Alpha Centauri. True transport is on its way back here as well, so at least we'll have a little bit more construction capacity to begin with. I'll have a look at actually what it takes in terms of minerals to construct a construction factory. If we can get a few factories going, or perhaps a few mines going, at least we can start boosting the rate of just production on Alpha Centauri. Yeah, that'd be quite good. I wonder how heavy terraformers are. I think the land-based terraformers are not as good as the space-based ones. Which would make sense, I suppose, with a space-based one. It would be much larger. You're not having to really take into account anything like the stresses of gravity. Well, there's obviously stresses of gravity due to the fact that you've been orbiting a world, but yeah, you know what I mean. Right. So I need to cancel your orders because you're being a little bitch like that. I want you to go back to Earth. Oh no, I want you to go to Alpha Centauri 3. Oh, you're already here. You're already here, so what's your problem? Well, just go to Alpha Centauri B... 4, I think, was the one that was interesting. I believe it was that. Nearest planet or moon, just go with nearest body, and we'll see how we get on. Yeah, we have the Proxima is going to jump over there, then. The transit here. Strange that... I suppose it's the same distance, really. I don't know, they seem to make different choices, don't they? Right, so you're offloading over there, so it's going to take 15 days. God damn. Such a... Oh no, actually, we've had a maintenance problem with the Leonidas. Ah. So we suffered problems with the ECM2 and the active surge sensor on the Leonidas, so that's a big old problem. Alright, so we also need to bring back the Berlin. So I can bring back the Berlin after the month has gone by. Okay. I think I'll go back to Proxima Centauri rather soon. Probably want my ships to complete task force training for a good amount of time. I want to get a decent amount of training on them so they're at least capable, and they should respond quite a bit sooner. Right, yeah. Proxima... It's all around you, mate. What are you on about? Or has it all been scanned? Oh, it's all been scanned, hasn't it? Oh, God. Wow. Fair enough, I didn't think I'd actually scanned it all. I guess I'll just have you look for jump points, then. Survey nearest... Well, survey nearest survey location. And then just get on with that one. The Berlin, I'll have the Berlin come here as well and do the same. We need to find out what is the dangers of this system and what we're near. And as well, what potential resources we could bring into the system as well. Okay. So transit to Sol, I'm going to have you go back to Earth. Refuel, resupply. That should be good. Give your guys some crew leave as well. We should be nice and happy. If we go to the lubrical system... No, so you must be in the Alpha Centauri system with the other terraformer. Yes, the Togo is over here. Ah! Yeah, that's a smart idea of the Togo, then. To go here and then skip all this out. That's a very, very smart proposition, though. But it's good to know that you can use it like that. So what we could potentially do in the Proxima Centauri system, I believe there were inter-system jump points, so what we could do is try and head to an inter-system jump point. And if things are looking tits up, we could try and jump out of there. And then try and escape that way. Then again, we do have the conventional speed. We do have something like over 1,000, maybe like 1,100 kilometer speed advantage on them. Which is quite good. Should allow us to do a lot of good things. I don't think we'll go back to Proxima Centauri before A, we either have another beam cruiser or perhaps another design of missile. Perhaps one that's much more effective. Right then, so we got our Antioch. Good. Right then, so what we'll do with the Antioch is we'll have it carry some construction facilities over to Alpha Centauri. So we'll call it the Antioch. Yeah, okay, we'll carry the facilities to Alpha Centauri. I mean, I could take them to Lubrical Prime. Which is a good idea, really. I'll just go for Alpha Centauri to begin with, and then we'll sort out Lubrical Prime after. Enter Hyperspeed. That's pretty cool. Right, so move to... Oh, you're already here, aren't you, of course. And I also need to put you in your task group. There we go. Right. That also reminds me, somebody wanted to actually have a captain name. So I'll have to look at that one and then I'll give that person a captain. I can't quite remember the name right now. Right, so Earth, we're going to load up some construction factories. Well, we're going to remove that there. Right, so Earth, load construction factories. You should be able to sort by, like, jump points and stuff like that. Survey locations. Exclude. Oh, exclude surveyed. Oh, that's quite handy then. So at least that narrows it down and makes it a little easier to read. That's nice, and I do appreciate those sorts of things. Yeah, that's really handy, actually. Unload construction factory. Back to Lubrical. Back to Sol. And repeat. Good. Good. How are we looking on construction of the Basilisk? Right, Basilisk. Oh no, we're not actually building a Basilisk yet, are we? We're still retooling for one. 12th of December 2082, so not far away. Only a few months away and we'll have that. The Macedonia. 12th of March 2083, so some time away yet. Okay. Oops. Oh, god damn it. Ah, well, we do have the research into our new missile warheads. We'll take a look at research once more. So let's take a look at missiles and kinetics. Missile launch agility. 3-stage thermonuclear warhead. Interesting. Missile launch and reload rate would be quite good, but I think what we might do actually is boost our ordnance production. Right, 10 labs is fine actually. Put 10 labs onto that one. We're going to put some more labs into shield regeneration. Let's put the maximum in there. We've got another 2 left, haven't we? So we'll put these guys into maybe doing the broadsword FC. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Good. Beam fire control range. So this is our deep fire control range, which we could do a research in. It's just the irritation of it's bloody expensive. Right, let's get rid of that one. Okay. Ah, yes. Ah, missile ECM. That's handy. Especially for the fact it reduces the beam ECM as well. Well, the beam range against it. I mean, beam ranges are already pretty damn short, so you can imagine how that could really affect any combat situations. Right, I'm just going to go to comments. I'm just going to find the name here. I'll just be one moment. Right. Imsamson. I'm really butchering that name. I know you say it a different way. I just can't remember how the hell we say it. Ah, right then. So we're going to go with a Vice-Chancellor then, shall we? George Kirk, 40 years old. Captain of the Spirit of Fire. Going to rename you, sir, to Samson. Samson. I can't say that name. I need someone to tell me how you say it. Samson. Yes, there we go. Samson. Vice-Chancellor Samson. Wait a minute. Yep, I spelled that right. Yep, that's good. Fantastic. Okay. So let's take a look at our missiles again then, shall we? So we're going to go over to, design tech. Missile design. Okay. So we've got our engines over here. these ones are faster, I do believe, but they burn more. Yeah, so these ones might be the ones to go with if we really want to get this going. Right, so we might be able to bring this down to, like, let's see. 1.2 is 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 6, 1.7 actually. That's not bad at all, then. No, that's not bad at all. 0. Oops. Even that's still a really large range. I'll go for 0.01. We add 20 of these engines. Yeah, I got a feeling that we can't do 20. I forgot what sort of design I did. We'll try... Right. What we need then is... maybe a little bit more fuel. So we'll go for about 1.5 million kilometer range. Could bring it up to about 3.8 million kilometer range. That's about the range that we detect them on active sensors anyway. And then 2 obviously not, so 0.25. Now they would be rather inaccurate, so we're gonna have to try and find some leeway here. I could cut down on the engine. Well, I'll try it with the other engine, see what we get. Right, so that increases the range, but we lose a lot of speed there. Or do we? No, we don't actually at all. Huh. That's interesting. So we'll go with that one then. At least then we can reduce the fuel. So we could go for 5. Could boost that to 6, 26. 30.7%. Accuracy is just not really good enough. So we might go down to 7. At 6 we gain 24,000 kilometers per second. That's not bad actually. I think we were facing against missiles going about 24,800. So if we go to 7, we get 24,900. Then if we just spend the rest of these MSP. Okay, what am I doing here? 0.0. 9, no. Hmm. .0. Right, 0.126. We'd gain 44.8% accuracy. We do lose a bit of speed there though. So if we drop that down to 0.2, could try and add a little bit back here. 44.8%. It's much faster than the other one. It definitely is. I think what we need to do is keep on working with design. We need to keep on working with our technology. I mean, if we can reduce the size of the warhead, we gain a lot of weight for other things, so that's really important to take into account. So if we take a look here, then I might wait for one of these projects to finish, and then, I mean, we got 20 labs here, so once that project's finished, we'll be able to put those labs into something else. I'm going to start building another another Brunei Mark III. Sled name. Let's go for something from Canada. Apollo? No. Glace Bay? Hamilton. We'll go with a Hamilton. Just choosing names at random here, to be honest. As you probably can't tell. Right. Yeah. Well, with the two-stage thermonuclear warheads, that's quite good then. We'll have to take a look at... We're gonna have to really just redesign all of our guys. Well, all of our missiles again, to be honest. I mean, especially as we get new warhead technology, it's going to make our other ones fairly obsolete, and that's something to take into account for sure. Mostly because as we gain better warhead technology, we gain more weight per into other things, which is extremely important. I think for AMMs, the speed is absolutely essential. I don't think there's anything else that really matters at all. Okay. Really? Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate when they do that. Active orders should, oh well. Proceed to Earth. Refuel, resupply. Okie-dokie. Maintenance problem. That's on the Proxima. You should be able to deal with that one. Right, the Antioch has arrived. Right, Togo is bringing the third terraforming orbital. So we're getting quite a lot of logistics at work here. If we take a look here, then still not suitable as of yet. But we should be able to speed this up. I mean, this is actually going pretty damn quickly. We're almost there. How is Lupercal Prime? Yep, Lupercal Prime's already increasing in population size. We just need to have mines delivered here. And then at least we can get that going. Because, I mean, what do we have in the world? We have germanium, neutronium, thorium. Thorium's okay. Corundium and galacite. So at least it could act as a fueling station. And basic materials, basically minerals sort of station. Well, outpost. I mean, it's not like I can't just build up the actual population size and use it as wealth generation, to be honest. Lots of different benefits to that sort of thing. Okay. I do definitely need to take a look at designing my, well, further refining my broadswords and FACs. I haven't taken a look at the FAC yet, but there's time. Okay. Have you arrived? Okay, so you're back on Earth. No, you'll be here soon. Probably within the month you'll be there. Right, unrest is increasing on Lupercal Prime. That's rather interesting considering the 2 battalions of mobile infantry there. Right, good, we finished research into the shield regeneration. Alright, research, Lupercal Prime. That world's going to grow exponentially quickly. Right. Defensive systems. Shield regeneration rate would be nice. Beta shields. Right, higher level shields provide more protection with the same size shields regenerate over time. So that's something that we do need as well. Then again, missiles are more immediate, so we'll do that then. So we're going to go for this one. It's going to be a bloody long time, but it'll be worth it. And, yeah. Get that going. The General Lee has suffered a maintenance failure as well. Oh dear. Ooh, the jump drive on the Leonidas has suffered some maintenance problems. Oh dear. Well, that's a shame. But, yes guys. thank you for watching, and do remember if you would like this to go ahead and subscribe, and I shall see you guys next time. So goodbye for now.